Right then, welcome to Happy Hungry Hibby. Harvey's having a nosy at what we're going to be doing this week, isn't he? Oh no, where's Mummy gone? It's alright, you're with Daddy, it's okay. Okay, right, go and play then. Go get the magpies. Go get them. Right then, so yes, what we're going to do this week is something really quite unusual. From the Kenji Morimoto Ferment book. Now I've done a review of this and it is sensational. It's definitely within my top 5 ferment books of 2025. I'm looking forward to doing a video on that too. This book is sensational because it covers ferments, but also at the back of it, it covers recipes as well. But today I'm just going to share something, and it's basically dehydrating ferments. What I'm going to basically do is just show you the simplicity of turning something like a classic kimchi, just cutting it up and dehydrating it. All you need to do is basically extract the juices from this, the brine, save that, don't throw it away. As Kenji shares in his book, you can do all sorts with that. You can actually use it as a shot in a Bloody Mary, alcoholic or non-alcoholic. It actually shows some recipes you can cover with the dehydrated kimchi or any other ferment that you have. So what do you need? Yes, a ferment, whether it's a shop bought product or one you've done yourself. And then basically a sieve or a colander, a bowl, and then your method for dehydration. So first of all, I'm going to use one of these Joseph colanders, and I'm going to pour all of this into there. And then you need either a baking tray or your dehydration tray, or what I'm going to use here is this tray for my Ninja air fryer, which has a dehydration function. Funny enough, the most popular videos I've done which have had a lot of views are actually dehydrated recipes. Well, not really a recipe, but just things to dehydrate, which is basically fruits, veg, herbs, anything, especially in this day and age now with a lot of waste, you know, just people throwing food away is unbelievable. So yeah, it's just great that you can live much more sustainable and to save money. I'm forever using my dehydrated fruit. I use it to feed my water kefir grains. You can see at the bottom here. Check out my video. I've done a method of how to use water kefir, a bit different to dairy kefir, and basically you do 2 types of ferments. A first ferment with your dehydrated fruit. You can also slice things like ginger, things like that, and put that in there. And you can do like a second ferment where I basically just add a little bit of a hibiscus syrup or something, and then you flavour it out, because you don't want to dye your water grains. You know, I mean, that you can see that sort of a bit of a reddish kind of colour. This is the same water kefir grains for 3 years now. I've been making this every week. I get to make 2 batches a week. And once you've done that, you put it into one of these bottles here. That's one way to use dehydrated fruit, but you can also use it later in recipes. I've done many things here. I've dehydrated wild garlic and made a wild garlic salt. I've dehydrated mint just from fresh rather than throwing away. As soon as you just see it turning, just cut it up and dehydrate it. 2 different types of dried wild mushroom powder. Do check out the video I've done of that. This is a sensational thing to do. Really packs a punch with an umami. Also it helps as a texturizer as well. I've also dehydrated tomatoes. Wow, really, really good. You see here, it looks really, almost like really dark, almost black. And then this is one that I did originally, which is sensational. This is your crispy onion, or you could also do crispy shallots. And this just lasts for a long time. You can see there. Wow, yeah, really good. So lots of things to do. I also buy dehydrated mushrooms as well, buy them in big bags, and then you can use that either whole or actually blend it. Other things include dehydrated strawberries, dehydrated figs, dehydrated kiwis. And then this is brilliant, actually dehydrating limes or even lemons. And you can do this actually so that it turns black as well. I don't know if you've ever seen black limes, which are really dehydrated for a long time. Well, these are sensational for cocktails and decoration. So do check out my videos. I've got a playlist for that. But yes, today is going to be dehydrating kimchi. One that I'm using is the classic kimchi. This is a really good company, Club Cultured. I've actually done a review of them, so do check that out. I'm not sponsored by them. It's a really good company to use. The good news is that once you've done it and it will will last a long time once you've dehydrated it. Yeah, so I'm going to get a bowl here, quite a big one, just so that I can get all the juice out. So I'm going to pretty much put that over there, get all of this into that. Discard the jar, obviously recycle. And then I'm going to use quite a heavy wooden spoon, just basically extract those juices out. As you can see here, it's just come out there. And I'm just going to put this onto a chopping board, like so. Like that. And I'm just going to finely chop this up. Just going to make sure I wash my hands, double wash your hands, just to be safe. It's my Japanese knife. And try not to touch the food if you can. Just, you don't want to interact with it as little as possible. You don't want to introduce any pathogens, things like enterobacteria, staphylococcus aureus. It doesn't have to be too chopped up too much because you're going to blend it at the end anyway. Ooh, just nicked myself. Survived. Right, okay, so now I'm going to put it onto the tray. And I'm basically just going to spread it out, distribute it across the tray, like so, you can see. Then I'm going to put this into the Ninja on the Dehydrate Function. Might just turn it up just to 80 degrees, just to begin with, just to get it hot, and then turn it down if need be, but checking it every 1 or 2 hours. And then simply just save your brine. You can see it looks really tangy. Just going to pour that into this bowl here. So yeah, I'm going to just save that. Yeah, just looking at the Ferment book by Kenji Morimoto, if you look at the part here, and this is what it's actually, what he's called it kimchi sprinkles. So yeah, just a couple of pages, but then this shows you here kind of like how it should or would look like, depending on the type of kimchi you use. Kenji actually does say in his book, he says he prefers it not blended as a powder initially because you can use it in different recipes and adapt it, and if you do want it as a powder then you can take this and blend it and then apply it, but it's nice as toppings as well. So I'm going to come back 6 hours later once it's dehydrated, and then I'm going to show you the finished item. So we're back, and here we have it, the dehydrated kimchi. You can see that this is really reduced down, so when you dehydrate something it can shrink up to 10 times its original weight. Obviously the water is evaporated and it's left with the solid food matter. So you can see here, these are the kimchi flakes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually store this in a little jar and I'm going to label it up, but I'm just going to taste this. That's absolutely amazing. It's got tons of flavour. It's tart, it's sour, it's got a little bit of bitterness, it's got that smokiness, the nice touch of spice. That is an absolute flavour bomb. So Kenji Morimoto's absolutely been a masterclass with thinking of doing this. Who would have thought to dehydrate fermented kimchi? Well, incredible. What I'm keen to do with this as well is actually blend this to a really fine powder as well when it comes to application. And you can just sprinkle this on anything, to yogurt, just garnishing dishes. Just on my nice little label for my Dino, placed it onto my jar, which has been sterilised. I'm just going to transfer this into here, then use it just as when needed. So yes, really hope you do like this video. If you do like it, please give it a comments below about what your favourite dehydrated food is, what your favourite fermented foods are. I'll also put a playlist of dehydration where you can look at other things I've done, things from limes to herbs to figs, things I've done to do for my fermented water kefir or kombucha. Really good. Please do subscribe. Lots of love and passion going into this show. Videos every fortnight on Tuesdays at 4:30. So enjoy everyone. Take care.